players making their way onto the fields. It's Toronto FC against Charlotte FC. Two invincibles clashing today. No recognized striker in the lineup. The expectation is that captain Jonathan Osorio, Lorenzo Insigne, Yuri Tavares scored the lone goal in Vancouver, benefiting from an instinctive dummy from Enzo Copetti, the Argentine DP. Just about ready to get underway. And the ball is kicked into play. A clash of early season invincible. It's Hudeman over the ball. Cluster of players in the six. That's where the ball is whipped into. Oh. The header just whistling past the back post. Nothing wrong with that. As you said, Jalil. Westwood into Copetti. Vargas with the strike. Forcing Gavran to the ground. Plenty of bodies in the six. Trying to block Luka Gavran. Vargas. Punched away. Westwood into the mixer. Copetti! Coelho gives that one away. Tavares. Lovely footwork from the Portuguese. Into Copetti! Copetti around Gavran. He grows to ground. There's no appeal from the Argentine. Check by VAR.
And here's the play. Tavares comes in and plays an absolute peach of a ball here to the Argentine striker, and Gavran comes off his line. Does he get a touch to the ball or the striker? Yeah, it looks like landing gear from Copetti. Gavran does a good job to make sure that he doesn't get a touch in on the Argentine striker, but that's much better from Charlotte.
Well, Chris Grabas is going to the monitor. Of course, the question is whether there is contact. There's a yellow card here for
Insigne is going into the book. For me, I do not see a touch. The goalkeeper comes out. Gavran does not seem to touch Copetti, and Copetti seems to try to sell it here. He gets a touch around the goalkeeper.
But sometimes it's not just about the contact, it's whether he forces Copetti to hurdle the challenge. No penalty is the decision. The correct one, according to you, Jalil Amibaba.
Good feet there from Darajan. That's a difficult ball in through the lines from Alanda. Again, a very good ball. Charlotte's off to
Westwood to Copetti. Copetti's away from the defender. Saved by Gavran and poked away by Gomis.
Knows exactly when to step off the line, can defend well in the channels, and he's going to need to keep that his defensive efforts and his abilities very high in this match.
Bernardeschi, backdoor pass. Insigne first times it. Wraps his boot around the ball, and his blushes saved by the flag. Insigne. Toronto favoring the wings. Osorio. Bernardeschi cutting inside, still Bernardeschi! He goes to ground, the ball is loose! The referee swallows his whistle, the Italian is left aggrieved. De Agada! And that is it for the first 45. A goalless stalemate between these two sides. Lorenzo Insigne puts the ball back in play. Straight to Bernardeschi, who gets past Tavares. Here's Franklin, involved early in the first half. He'll whip it in. Away by Charlotte, alongside Jalil. They had already scored against Toronto last season, a scorpion kick. It's Orneno! He had Gavran rooted to his spot. Ooh. A lot of flying bodies, and in the end, Vargas will be painted yellow as he brings down Flores, cut right through the Honduran. Second stint in MLS after spending some time with Vancouver. Prince Owosu, the other player, waiting to stretch his legs. Until then, it's Bernardeschi. Rifles the shot, and again, blocked twice. Franklin keeps it alive. Osorio brings it down. Bernardeschi, big save from Christian Kalina, who must have seen it late. A throw for the Crown. Played quickly to Ashley Westwood. Lofts that one in. Tavares waiting to attack it. That ball just bounced off his forehead.
Not very far off at all, and he has the most important shot of the afternoon. If it wasn't for Gavran, you would have saw the away side up 1-0 in the first half. Kopetti has been a little bit quiet in the last 15 minutes, but he's been wreaking havoc for this Toronto side, and especially the substitute.
Bernardeschi, who's aiming at Insigne, who was just loitering with intent at the top of the 18. Insigne unleashes! Oh! Spectacular! Listen to this place roar! Lorenzo Insigne with venom!
We talked about Insigne's ability to make up magic out of nothing, but he conjures this up from all the way from Naples, Italy, here in Toronto to the top corner. My goodness, this is beautiful. Cuts in, and oh yes, there is no goalkeeper in the world that's keeping this out here. He's working on the weekend like usual. Lorenzo Insigne, number 24, jumps into the hands of his new manager, salutes to the crowd.
Comes in the 16-year-old who just a few weeks ago became the 9th youngest player to make an MLS debut, coming together in midfield between Arfield and O'Neill. And Arfield will go into the book. Now a little bit of a coming together around the referee, who has handled himself very well.
Shane O'Neill, one of the players, that I'm not really too sure.
And that is it. The curtain comes down at BMO Field. John Herdman gets his first win in front of a partisan crowd as TFC make it 2 wins on the trot.